He's booming in my radio, and I ain't hearing much else.
I've been hearing a lot of Tennessee, Arkansas, like I was hearing 2105. I mean, I don't know how far Arkansas is from Missouri, from St. Louis or that area, but I've been getting a lot of that area, so you might be getting all kinds of conditions. But even if I'm hitting you at 9 dB, you're burying my needle. You're getting rid of everybody out my radio. TT Man out there jumping up and down like a kangaroo on a pogo stick.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry for their luck, but it's about my turn to burn, I do believe. I know Mother Nature's been rolling our way here for the last few days. Been listening to it, but SoCal 8 minute I receive. It just started rolling in, and I believe this morning it's in there. How long it'll stay, I don't know. Because like I said, I was watching your signal yesterday. You had me 30 dB there, 2-3 keys, and once you hit the black, then you just fell off. He's down in the mix. But it is what it is. Mother Nature's going to do what she wants to do, but it just flipped, so it's going to be interesting. But once she sets in, I'm like a tick stuck on your leg. I'm hard to get rid of, you know what I mean?
I got it.
10 Roger on that. Well, you know, you're like, you know, because Missouri is like real Midwest, you know, like not too far east. So it ain't too far to the east side where the hop is that way, but it's not too far west where it's like where the wheat fields are. So you're like right up in the middle of everything, you know. So conditions are probably kind of weird over there around Missouri, their break.
Sometimes it goes over me. Can't talk it. It's just the way it is. But when it rolls in here, when we get it, we got it. It's there for a while. I figured it's there. Because, man, I was hearing those atmospheric noises that usually, I heard more on AM I've ever heard in my life. Usually I hear it up on sideband stronger than AM like this. I've never heard it on AM. And I knew by the sounds I was hearing, oh, it's there. It's good. It's coming. It's flipping hard. That's some weird stuff when that flip starts out. The noises Mother Nature makes out there in that damn receiver. I knew yesterday I was watching that needle because I've never seen any more than 5 days before yesterday. And all of a sudden you jumped up the strawberry patch and yep. Another day or two I'll have it. And look, this morning I turned it on, you're over 30 dB strong still. Damn it, man. West.
Yeah, I do hear that atmospheric stuff. We hear, when that atmospheric stuff, we hear the Mexicans in Puerto Rico and stuff. When you hear that, it's real weird, but it comes in the morning and in the middle of the day. Like dead middle of the day, 12 o'clock over here, you hear all that when they sound off frequency. They're really not off frequency, it's just that the conditions are changing or something.
Hey, Fireball, can you say 100?
Yeah, so atmospheric conditions, when it starts doing that, that means Mother Nature's fixing to do her thing. She's changing. But boy, there was a lot of it yesterday. The day before, it was really strong. I mean, I was sitting there on AM, and it wasn't. It was like you'd roll in and roll out. We would be in there 20, 30 dB, and then there'd be nothing. Then you hear all them noises. And like I say, if you did hear somebody down in there while it
Yeah, I just haven't had that problem over here. I mean, you hear the atmospheric condition, but for me, man, I've been talking everywhere. I didn't really talk much north-south stuff, you know, like, you know, in the summer where Southern Cal talks to the northwest corner, I didn't get none of that. I got that like twice the whole summer. Most of the time, I was just talking to Florida. All Florida and all of East Georgia, over there where TT Man is, or somewhere in that area. I just been getting that all summer. March, April, May, June, July. Even last month, I'm still getting a whole bunch of Florida all the time. There's some weird conditions this cycle. I ain't never had a cycle like that. Being in Southern Cal, but I live in an area that nobody lives at, man. All this 35 miles of water, it gets different conditions than everybody. I got the best conditions in the United States of America. That's why everybody on the West Coast got fireball derangement syndrome.
I got Florida a few times. We didn't get no East Coast. I got some East Coast the other night, and that was the weirdest thing. Had Cali during the day, then the East Coast that night, and I'm like, oh, the flip's here. That's the way it usually does. I'll have one whichever way it flips, I'll have them that day, and then that night it'll flip over and I'll get the other side. It did that the other night. 714 got me on the gates talking to him, and he had north-south, so he was talking to his damn radio over. That was pretty cool. You just never know, though. Mother Nature, she made me give her panties back, but I'm fixing to get me a new, the other pair smelled sour, so I'm ready for a fresh, earthy, pine-scented pair of panties to steal from her little break.
You ready to get a, maybe you're going to have to, put a chastity belt on Mother Nature, man. You're going to be the only one with the key. Hey, maybe you're going to have to put a chastity belt on Mother Nature and throw away the key there, wild child, there, break.
Well, I got a bigger welded on her. She'll never get it off there. Well, she don't get her hands on a torch, but I don't think she'll want to burn her ass to torch it off. I don't know, man. I think she's here. I think she's going to stay. It may be getting a little wishy-washy at times, but I think now it's here. It's in. I hope so. Because I didn't spend all this time playing with this antenna and waiting for some DX to sit here and twiddle my thumbs. Well, I don't sit here and twiddle my thumbs. I will find something else to do. Oh, man, if I got some Mother Nature, you know I'm going to spike this mic.
Well, I think you did it at the right time. Well, even though it crashed and all that, it crashed when the skip flipped anyway. So when you got it all back together and did all that stuff, and I remember when you had the issue with the cranker or whatever, the hazer part. Remember when you had all that? Well, hey, you didn't lose no time. The guys in the Midwest, they got to get their skip on. But you didn't lose no time because, man, I never heard Missouri after your beam crashed.
It just give me time to redo everything. I didn't have to get in no hurry. It worked out good, I got a hell of a laser on there now, new winch, everything, new cable, everything's new on there. New beam, what the hell, I'm set up pretty good now. I'm hoping this cockpit is doing better than the last one. I don't figure most people are going to see a difference. The gain on it ought to be really, really good there, Break.
A10 Roger on that. Well, it's working. And you marked them all for 6 too. You did. You got them all in like some hash marks there, so you can bring that hazer down, change it to 6, and put it back up. There, break.
What I did was I only got to move it like I moved one side 3/4 of an inch is all I got to do. Both sides, I just slide right. Three-quarters of an inch. I have to pull it out 3/4 of an inch for 6. I slid it in 3/4 of an inch for 28. It's marked. It's already marked. All I got to do is drop it down, slide it back into the marks, and adjust the hairpin and mark it for 6. That's not what I haven't done yet. But I've been too busy talking on the cotton picker since I got it up, so I ain't too worried about changing it. You just do it. We can we'll have it go up here with it and have a little fun before I drop down to the boat there, Blake.
Well, I haven't been up on 28 in a while, so I might change for up here for a little while. See what's going on in the world of sound on channel 28. But I've been running channel 6 for months. I mean, a while down there. I've been talking to all the Good Time Gang, everybody, and playing with them guys, and them guys all down there got Fireball Derangement Syndrome too, there, 4chan.
About to wear out your welcome down there on the bowl, are you? Well, from what I listened to last night, you'd be already shaking it up here. This is going to be interesting, that's for sure. I got to step away for just a minute. I got to go fill my cup of coffee, man.
All right, go fill your cup of coffee. I'm still drinking my Dr. Pepper. Go fill your cup of coffee. I'm just over here drinking my Dr. Pepper and hanging out.
Now get back on Fireball, Mr. Audio Maker working his ground plane in the Carolinas. No get back, no contact on Fireball in California. Mr. Audio Maker working his 2x4 Mako ground plane is up.
Yeah, hello to you there, Audio Maker. Hey, sorry about that, man. If you were calling me before, Wild Child had my needle buried, dude. He's got his new beam over there around southeast Missouri, and it's just buried. I mean, my meter can't even move no more. Sometimes I got to flick it to make it come back. He went to go get himself some coffee. Hey, hello to you, Audio Maker. Hey, Audio Maker, Fireball's waving at you. All right, there, Audio Maker. What's sounding good? You up there around Illinois with that kind of big ground plane, right? Hey, Audio Maker, you up there around Illinois? I thought you were in the Carolinas, man. I thought you were in the Carolinas, not Illinois. Might be a different one, though. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. You're in South Carolina. That's what I figured. Same guy. No doubt about it. What's sounding good, dear Audio Maker? I'm glad you came out and put the broken spoke on me and want to wave a hand at me. Audio Maker, South Carolina. Fireball's waving at you.
Fireball 100 in the weight room. Fireball which 100 Chicago in the weight room. Okay, I just wanted to wave a hand at you, let you know I'm still around. Hey, Fireball, can you say which Dr. 100 Chicago?
Fireball, you mighty loud in the Magnolia State. 35 said that, I'm back out.
All right there, Audio Man. Hello, 35, and that other station, too. Boy, everyone's waving a hand at me today. Hey, Audio Maker, take care out there around South Carolina. There's a couple other stations just jumped in my radio. Want to say hello to me also. From the Magnolia, and I think another station in Alabama wanted to wave. Well, hell, all you got to do is call my name. I'll get back to you, that's for sure. Fireball's waving.
Fireball 100 Chicago, Fireball 100 Chicago, Fireball which Dr. 100 Chi-Town trying to get on down.
Hey, what's going on up there around Chi-Town, man? 100. Shoot, I'll come back to you. Hey, 100, are you up there around Chi-Town, up there around Chicago? Hey, 100, Fireball waving right back.
Right on, Fireball. You sounding grand in my stand as usual. I don't usually get to talk to you. Everybody holler for you. I usually don't get to talk to you. Me and my admitted 3-pill Fireball witch Dr. 100 around Chicago. Come on. All right?
Oh, I'm telling you, it's hard to get in my radio, 100. Hey, 100, it's real hard to get in my radio because I just got everybody calling me all at once. And, I mean, it's always a train wreck in my radio, man. I need a train horn to sometimes honk the train wreck horn there, 410.
Right on.
Nah, they just need a little AT&T with you, though, Blake.
Way down there, but hell, it's all right. You getting on down. Hey, Fireball, which Dr. 100 thought I'd let you know.
All right there, 100. Hey, take care, take them easy, man. Wild Child over there around southeast Missouri, come out there and cut your cockpit and lips smack clean off. I didn't even know you had a radio. Yeah, you're right there, Wild Child. You just need a little AT&T there, breaker.
Well, I did pay my bill, so I expect to be able to use it there. I guess I got some good Mother Nature this morning. I might as well take advantage of it.
Yeah, no kidding, because after that, it might just go away. Wild Child. Hey, Wild Child. Shoot, you got some good Mother Nature, and you never know. It just might fall off and be gone here in about 10 minutes, break.
Well, if it does like it's been doing this cycle, somewhere in the next couple hours, it'll fade out. It'll drop down for a little bit, then it'll pick back up. That's not unusual. I don't know. This has been a weird skip cycle, though. I mean, we got no East Coast, none to speak of. The first time when it came in, we got the East Coast for 1 week. The next flip, nothing, or just a day or two, a little bit here and there. I mean, nothing consistent. I mean, some people pop in and pop out. It wasn't nothing strong. And then this last time, nothing. Got Florida a couple times. That was it. So I've been listening on my ground plane too, so I hear everything on it. And there was nothing. I was like, crap, man. But boy, man, as soon as I got this beam up, Florida came in, I was like, oh, I get to try this cotton picker out. And I put it up, you know, like I said, I put it together, I put it up. I raised it up there, it had a 1.26 on it. I was like, I didn't even make an adjustment on it. I thought, man, I'm just going to run it and see what it does right here. I worked my butt off all day to get this cotton picker talking. I'm going to just see what it does before I fine-tune it. And now it's fine-tuned. It was working really good, though. Man, I was getting in there. I had a little fun on it. I could tell the difference in the signals I was getting on everybody. I pulled everybody in. I was pulling everybody in a lot stronger than what I usually did. So I believe it's working really good. The readers, I'm getting on my meters telling me everything I need to know.
Maybe it's narrower. Maybe you got a more narrower beam now. Now you can, you know, when you point down the Salton Sea, you can't be moved. Maybe you got a longer, narrower beam where your signal's just coming right into Southern California, and you ain't gonna even have to listen to Northern Cal.
It don't mess with the. Okay, on the receive part, I still kind of wide, not real wide, but on the talking part, it's I don't know. I'm not sure on the receive. I was just sitting there bumping the back and forth. I could drop you down into the green by going 20 degrees either way. I mean, he was dropping down to 5 to 7. So it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight, that's for sure. But on the ears on it, seems like it's. At times, you know how Mother Nature is, I can be pointing down here and hear the northwest corner, and all of a sudden there's no California, and I get the northwest corner, but that is what it is. That's Mother Nature. But as far as being directional, it's very, very directional. I tried it out on Hawkeye, 17 miles away. I can move off him like 10 degrees, and he's gone. But it is what it is. Well, I think it's going to work, and I'm going to run it. I believe I'll leave it just like it is until I retune it to go to the bowl there, break.
Man, if you retune to go to Channel 6, them guys will be crying like mash cats. If you bring that hazer down for like 1 weekend and retune for Channel 6, man, them guys will be whining like mash cats at you out there, Bray.
I'm should be able to retune it in less about 30 minutes. But once I get the hairpin figured out where it's got to go, but like I said, the only part I had to order a new ladder to crush up and drop it all the way down. It's so damn long, it catches my roof where it's at now, but oh well. I mean, moving the elements, it'll take me about 15 minutes at max. The hairpin won't be no big deal. I mean, once I figure it out and get it marked, I'll be able to drop it down in 20 minutes. I'll be able to switch channels that quick. Throw it down, Josh.
Oh, there you go. That's the way to do it. You don't need two beams then. I mean, I think that's a little too much work running two. You could just bring that down, 15 minutes. Once you start doing it all the time, it'll be even quicker the more you do it, So, oh no, it's working, man. That cotton picker is laid down over here. There's a lot of cotton pickers that are trying to call me right now. I can't hear them at all.
Well, you shouldn't hear anybody.
I'll back up here for a minute. Give me a couple drinks of my coffee. Because I ain't drinking it sitting here talking to you. Hey, I'm going to back up for just a minute. I probably got this thing about lit up now. She's getting good and warmed up, so I'm going to let her cool off just a second and give me a sip or two of my coffee. And I'll let a few of them call you there, Break.
Man, I'll never forget the days like warming up, warming up, warming up. Here we go, here we go. Here's the first coil. Here's the first coil. We're at the second coil. Wild child. I'm gone.
I'm lit all the way. Well, the top ring's gray right now. The top ring's still gray, so there you go. I don't have to do that no more since I got a 4-amp transformer break.
Yeah, I remember. Them were the good days. Man, there was some fun days we had last year, man. Them were some dang fun days. All right, well, you say you're going to sit back, drink your coffee, and let some of them boys have their radio back. You tend to give them the green lights on. Hey, Wild Child, you said the green light's on. You drinking your coffee.
It was making a funny sound. It was making a funny sound on the phone. But every time Fireball queue up, he cut your radio right out.
You're making a Carolina say what's up. Tell him I said.
352 Sparky 124.
Hey, Sparky, Hey, Sparky, how's the time machine been doing, man? Hey, Sparky 124, how's that time machine been going since you've been taking it there, Break?
Hey, still cancer-free there, Fireball. Still cancer-free, Fireball 124, trying to get it back.
Oh, man, I'm so glad for you, dude. Hey, 124, I'm so glad for you now that you're cancer-free. My mom's brother, he just started taking it. And he's got some stage 4 leukemia, cancer, or something like that. Man, he's been going to the doctor, and they're saying it's going away. And they're asking him why and what the reason is. And I said, if you tell the doctors about this stuff, they're going to say, oh, no, don't take that. Oh, no, don't be taking that stuff. You know why? Because they want you to come visit them, Break.
Downtown Cleveland in the CLE, rocking the mail around the Great Lakes. We go. Audio.
Did I lose you there, Sparky?
Fireball, you probably did, because you talk to who you want to talk to. You speak who's in your radio. We be scratching like a dog. I see right now. I know you got a grip on this little northeast corner. Well, Clarence, Mud Duck, hello to you this morning. We're not going to be disrespectful. We're going to say good morning to you. Have a blessed day around shaky ground. Be 589 around the Great Lakes. We go.
Well, 589, I'm going to wave at you right back. And you're right, man. I'll talk to anybody that comes in my radio there, 589. Hey, 589, you're right. I'll talk to anybody that jumps in my radio. And, yep, you scratching a little bit, just jumping right in there. Hey, 589, out there around the Great Lakes of Michigan, your friend Fireball's going to wave at you.
The little white guy, I'd be trying. Be listening to you guys and by the way, so I get out here and I try with the little. Fireball, the Triple Loose, Memphis, Tennessee, downtown in the CLE, the Great Lakes. We go.
All right there, 589, take care, man. I'm going to have to say hello to my friend 222 over there, old 222 out there around East Tennessee. He wanted to wave a hand to me also there, 589. I kind of lost you there. You're in there, but old 222, old 222, he called me over there around East Tennessee and wanted to say hey. I'm waving at you there, 222 out there around East Tennessee. Fireball's just over here drinking my Dr. Pepper and reading this mail. 222 East Tennessee, 589. Take care. I'm kind of losing you there, man. There's some stations that are cutting your copy of lips off.
Sorry, didn't mean to break up your conversation. Give me a holler back when y'all are through. The Triple Deuce, we're standing by.
Oh, no, man. I'll have a conversation with anybody who comes in my radio, man. Just like 589 said. He said, you know, when you talk to your radio, it'll talk back to you. And, shoot. I wasn't going to have much of a conversation with 589 anyway because I could barely hear him. I just had to acknowledge him that he was there. Hey, 222, Tennessee, your friend Fireball waving at you.
You got a big old hammer down, that's for sure. Fireball, you got a big old hammer down in Tennessee.
Hey, I lost you there a minute ago, so, hey, Sparky, I lost you there a minute ago. I'm glad you've been taking that stuff, man. But, I didn't know if you heard me there a minute ago. But if them doctors, if they sit there and ask you, oh, man, what you been taking, this and that, and you go show them that, the first thing you're going to say is, oh, no, don't take that. Oh, no, don't do that. Because they want you to come visit them, Sparky Break.
They want that money. They want that money, Fireball. They want that money.
Oh, I know. My uncle's taking it right now, my mom's brother. He's got like stage 4 cancer, leukemia or something like that. And he's only been taking it for about a month, and he's already feeling better. And some of these numbers and whatnot have already getting better. So, oh yeah, man, that stuff works good. I don't know how, I don't know why. I just know when he designed it, he cured his own cancer. So, must work. It cured my multiple sclerosis. I never had a dang attack since 2018 there, Break.
Hey, Fireball, Zone Missouri, got any conditions in your radio?
Yeah, I've been talking to Wild Child. Who is that?
It's old Big Dog. It's this old Big Dog out here in Liberty, Missouri. Hey, Fireball, we hear you there, man. We just want to throw that big old morning wave right back in your receive. Fireball, Big Dog, let me get back out of your way.
Hey, Big Dog, I'm going to wave right back to you out there around Missouri, man. Man, I was just talking to Wild Child there a while back. He said that the conditions in Missouri have been real spotty and crappy there, Big Dog, there, Break.
Oh, yeah, it's been real rough. It's been rough, Fireball, in and out and all about. But, man, you're coming in here like you on my radio, and I appreciate you coming back to me. You made this old man's day. You're sounding good. God bless. And 73s, let me get back out and let you finish that QSO. Hey, Fireball, Big Dog, Liberty, let me get back.
All right there, Big Dog. Take care. Take it easy. I was just talking to my friend Sparky. He got diagnosed with some cancer there last year, a couple months ago. I don't know, probably around February or something like that. And I told him to take this dietary supplement that my buddy designed and cured his cancer. And Sparky's cancer-free, so I can keep talking to him. Take care, Big Dog, Missouri, Liberty, Missouri, Fireball waving.
Hey, all right, Fireball, I'm really glad that he's cancer-free, man. I had small cell lung cancer about 5 years ago, man. Praise God, it's all gone now. All right, that's also neat that your friend made a vitamin to help, man, no doubt about it. Well, hey, let me get back and let you finish up your QSO. Tell Sparky, old Big Dog, said hello. I'm going to get back.
I will. I'll tell old Sparky out there around Tennessee you said hello there, Big Dog. Hey, Big Dog, I'll tell old Sparky you said hello, howdy doody, and Lottie Dottie. Take care, Big Dog, Liberty, Missouri. Fireball gonna sit back. I might go make me some breakfast on that end. But I'll be back, because I've been wanting to talk to a whole lot of Missouri on that end, and I'm kind of glad we're getting a little conditions with them, no doubt. Big Dog, take care. Fireball sitting back.
Fireball, check, got it all.
How about somebody tell me he sold out?
What? Oh, no, did not. Hey, that had to have been a rumor, Wild Child. Hey, Big Dog. Wild Child keyed up and said that somebody told him that Big Dog in Missouri sold all of his radio stuff. I guess it was a rumor on Big Dog there, Break.
Oh, you know what? I did sell quite a bit, but I didn't sell it all, man. I didn't sell it all. You can tell. I didn't sell it all. Worldwide Fireball. Good news, getting died. For me. I'll be back out.
Oh, okay. He said he sold a lot of stuff, though. Hello, Nationwide Good News. Hey, Wild Child. He said he sold a whole bunch of stuff, but not everything. He said he sold a whole bunch of stuff, but not everything.
You know how these mud ducks are. Somebody goes and sells a bunch of equipment. They think they're selling out when they got a whole shitload more. Oh, man, I sold a whole bunch of stuff off. Everybody said, you quit, didn't you? I said, oh, no. I had to make room for the new. And I still got crap piled up everywhere, man. I got, dude, you'd freak. Have you seen all the tubes I got piled up in there? And I got another project in the works, so that's going to be going to the bowl. I ain't going to run it up here, but I figured out how to get me more electricity. The electric company's going to have to comply with me, but I got it figured out, so I can go do what I want to do now.
Yeah, sure.
Man, I got to find me 4 572Bs. Or 4 811As. I know that, what's his name had 3 of them. Bullet Bob, he had 3 of them, but they were used. And I don't really mind used ones, but he didn't have 4 of them. I need 4 of them. I need to get 4 572Bs. I got this, I think you saw it. I showed a picture of it, that Amatron 811A box. Well, my friend 900 finally fixed it up for me so it does key down and work good. Where that part there, because I had a relay issue on it that I really couldn't fix, but I still need to get some 572Bs for it and see if I can get it running.
Hey, Fireball 0420 in Denver told me to tell you hello, that 0410.
Well, is it set up for the 572s? Did they upgrade it for them, or is it just still set up to run the 811s? You want to drop the 572s in?
You can drop the 572Bs in this. It's just that the transformer won't really, it'll run the 572Bs, it just won't run them as good. You know, and it's not going to bother the transformer. It just don't have enough to really run the 572Bs like it should. But now you can drop 572Bs in the 811A box.
You won't see it, but man, you can beat the hell out of them now. You drop them and just replace them 811s, you'll be able to beat up on that box, and it'll take it, man. The tubes will take it anyway.
Yeah, because if I put if I put the 572Bs in there, it'll just be cruising it, because the transformer's really not enough to run them, full bore. And I'm just going to use it as a second driver. This thing will do like, I don't know, it'll probably do 800-900 watts, but it'll be like my second little driver. So if this GS35B ever goes down, I'll be able to just switch out and then work on the GS35B and run the 572B box. But I am looking for some. But man, all this kind of big inflation, all this bullshit's going on. God, we can't do nothing, man. God, you go to the store. Man, I even going to the company AutoZone. I went to AutoZone. Couldn't believe it, man. I went when I got back from the Texas break. I get back and I get all this oil for the automatic transmission, and change the oil and all that, and the fuel filter and all that. Man, I'm like ready. I was like, okay, it's gonna be 180. Guy was like, it'll be 240, 260. I was like, great. On my birthday, nice. Man, so I might have to wait to find me some 572Bs there break.
Well, that's why I went ahead and I bought two extra sets. I got 2 sets and partial sets. So when these up and I get one that shorts out, I got 7 more to drop in there if I need them. And I got another full set, which I'm gonna rotate these tubes out. I'm gonna run them probably the rest of this month. Well, that's about over with. Next week I'm going to swap these tubes out, put that other set I got in there. I don't see no difference in the wattage, and they're a hell of a lot cheaper, so I don't know what to buy next time. But I'm hoping I don't have to buy no more, though, Blake.
Yeah, you probably won't have to buy no more. Right now, like you said, if you only on the gray ring, you ain't even on the first ring, man, you ain't even got that thing lit up like a forest fire. Shoot, but when you retune that for the bowl, you better be ready to get that forest fire going there sometime there, break.
Well, I got 2 rings lit right now. Just 2 rings lit right now. The longer I stay on it, you know how it works. It'll light it up. I can sit here and hold this thing down. The bottom 2 rings are really starting to light up right now. So she ought to be starting to talk real good about right now, but the more it lights up, the further it goes up, you know what happens. But it's getting a little wonky on my end. I got something going on I ain't figured out. I think I may need to back my drive up on my driver just a little bit. For some reason, it's running like a bat out of hell, and I don't know what happened to it, but I guess setting, I get out a lot of rest. This one, that Tennessee Walker's wanting to get you up and go.
The Super Bowl, where the zoo animals hang out.
Well, you know, your audio is a little bit different than it was before. Now, when I talked to you last night, you sounded regular. Today, it might sound like you have a little tiny bit of extra drive. You might want to back it down and see if it changes a little bit.
Well, it's a lot quieter out right now, or it is on my end. But this is a total different 2000, and I got a modified mic on it, so it's going to sound. Everybody said it sounded different locally. I compared the 2, and they said, yeah, it sounds different. I got my tech modded up one of these. I got a pair of these noise cancelers. He did something to them. I ain't opened them up and looked yet to see what he did to them, but they're a lot louder because used to I could run my mic gain wide open. Now I got to run it at about 1 o'clock there, break.
Oh, different radio. Yeah, it's just a tad different. I mean, it doesn't change it that much, but okay, so you're on a different radio completely. All right. Yeah, I got to go get my Cobra 2000. I'll probably go there tomorrow, run down there to Ontario to Superior CB. I'm going to get all my radios, but probably not going to run them. Probably just going to bring them back and make sure they work, make sure they run, and keep running this Cobra 1000. But I'm going to pick up my Magnum S9. That was a good radio. I ran that Magnum S9 for a while, but it don't receive as good as this radio. This receives wider, you know, so when you get everybody in there and skips all over the radio and you got 10 people in the middle of a train wreck, this radio seems to hear them all better.
I know you hear.
Well, time to do something with the receiver on the cotton picker. It should be able to be opened up a little more. There's things they can do to that receiver to open it up. I mean, this one, it seems to just, the only thing I can tell is I ain't tried, went back to just a regular stock mic like I was running, the noise canceller. But I know when I hooked this mic up and this radio up, they said, man, it sounds a little bit different, but they said it sounds good and it's a lot louder. And that's what I was looking for, was getting more modulation out of these cotton pickers. I wasn't getting the modulation I was wanting out of that other radio. And it may go back, both of them actually, when the skip cycle's over with both these going back to shop, I'm having them gut it. I'm getting all, they got extra channels, all that crap in there. I don't want it in there. I want to have it all removed. Back to stock. You know, the only thing is going to be modded on it, it's going to have the playback in it. Fire is unlocked for the sideband part, but other than that, I don't want no extra channels, all that extra shit in there. I want it all out. I want it back to bone stock.
A10 Roger on that. Yeah, mine's got all the extra channels on it and the things opened up for the sideband and all that, but I don't even use sideband. Man, I just hang out on 6 and 28 and every once in a while go to channel 11. But I was that Magnum S9's just built a little different. It's just designed a little different. That's all. The older radios like this is like a 1982, and just the older radios are just designed different than the newer radios. And I was talking to the guy already because he owns Magnum now. He owns the rights to build a new radio, and he's going to design a new radio. A new Magnum S9 come in maybe next couple year or so, and that's going to be, it'll receive wide, it'll beat the Stryker 955 and all those other ones that are out. That's what I'm waiting on, man. It's going to whip all them new wannabe radios that everybody has. I'm just waiting on the new Magnum S9 there break.
I ain't worried about buying nothing new. I like these old Cobras and you can mod them up, especially these old Cobra bases, the 1000, the 2000, so you go in and recap them, put finals in them. pretty much you got a radio for a lifetime. This is Matt Grace. Shoot. Looks like on the radio 50 years from now, these radios still gonna be out there in DX land blowing smoke there, break.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine that's got a Cobra 1000 for $120. I might pick that up just to have an extra one. It don't work, but I'll be able to take it to my radio guy. He'll be able to fix it up and make it work. And it'll work like this one. That way I'll have a backup. But I have a bunch of backups. I don't have Cobra 1000, but the 29 GTL is the same radio, and I got 12 of those. You remember me in 220, we checked every radio. We had every radio. We had every single kind of bigger radio out there. We had the Superstar 360, which Disco Duck has now, Galaxy Pluto, and all those other radios. Remember, we used to test them all. Matt, 220, he'd pick them all up. He'd buy them. And the only two good radios was this one and the 2510. Those were the only two good radios. And we've been through them all. I still have every one of them. I still have his Galaxy 98 VHP is sitting right up on top of this Cobra 1000. But it doesn't work as good as this radio.
Well, ain't nothing. I got 3 testicles. Yeah, I remember when he was running the patio. That thing boomed. Chicago.
Yeah, that was a good 2510, man. Something happened to it. I gave it a 000 chip black. And actually, I think he passed on, but he moved out of Ramona. Then he had a CB shop up there because he was working with Ranger. He was working with Ranger down there around San Diego, down there around Chula Vista, the Ranger place. And Superior CV actually took all his work. And he was working on, I don't know, something up there around Bakersfield or somewhere around the Grapevine. Not really sure exactly, but I tried to get a hold of him and get that 2510 back, but I haven't heard from him since he left Ramona.
Yeah, those old 2510s, if they was done upright, that was a bad radio. I'd still like to have a real nice one. I don't know what I'd do with it, but, you know, what the sucky part is these days, you know, as far as just a CB, just a regular CB, Galaxy's the only one that makes a base CB radio. That's the pathetic part. I think Cobra needs to come out with something new. I think they need to kind of mimic the old 1000 and 2000 and build something really special and bring it out. I don't think they can do it. I don't think they can beat their old stuff, because the newer stuff they're making, it works. It works for good. I run the 29LXs for years for a base. I just got tired of a mobile, you know, running it for a base. I was like, man, I want a base station. I want the bigger meters. I'm getting older. It's harder to see them little meters. But the 29LX has got that big old screen that, you know, it's a digital readout. You know, that part I didn't care. You get used to it. It kind of grows on you, but I like the analog needles myself.
Yeah, now that's I used to have one of those. I think that's the same one that Radio Man 445 ran before he passed on. Yeah, I had one of those. I had one of those in my 8-pill War Wagon, the 29LX. That was a pretty good radio. It was mimicked the 29 LTD Classic. It was the same as the LTD Classic. They did that for an anniversary thing.
Yeah, it had the same board in it. The only difference was the face on it. They come out with that digital face and put on it, but it's the same board. That's what my tech said. He said, yeah, it's the same board. It just got that fancy face on there, you know. So, you know, that digital stuff, that's the first thing that's usually going to go out on the radios like that. That's the only thing that scared me about it. But, man, I had like 6 of them here at one time. I sold them out one at a time, and I'm like, man, I'm losing my because I'd get them. I'd have decked out, man. I'd have everything done to them. I could do something besides. I had channels. I mean, I had Echo put in my head, and I beat bigger than summer finals put in them, you know, gone completely through. I can't remember what all I used to have done to them, but man alive, they would talk. They was just talkers, that's for sure. I mean, I ran them, I think, about 6, 7 years, something like that. And I could sit there and I could pull one out of the box and hook it up. Right in the middle of a conversation, I could change radios. You'd never know I changed radios. Every one of them sounded exactly the same.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's how all my Cobra 29 GTLs are set up. They're all exactly the same. They got the little carrier control in them. All got the 50-watt mod. This one won't run on electricity. It won't. If you plug it in, it's not going to run because the power supply is not able to run it. But I just run it off a 12-volt power supply. But yeah, that's the way I have all my radios. They're all done, all the same. I don't know. I think I got rid of. I think I gave my LX. I think I traded it to 309. His name was also 309. He was my neighbor. Old CB, or old style, like from the 80s. And he put up a little PDL2 right next to me after he saw my antenna. I guess he wanted to get back into the radio. He had what do they call Road Talker, Sears Road Talker. And I think I traded him for something. I forgot. It was some kind of, I think I got a guitar from him for my son or something like that. And I gave him the LX for his mobile. He sadly passed on, and his kid left California. They moved to Idaho or something like that. They couldn't stand what happened in California.
Hey, how about one of them radio chicks?
There's a huge migration coming out of California still, man. I know my place I got down there on North Fork Lake, just right across the line into Arkansas. The place behind me, well, I think it was 30-something acres. They told us it was 40, but I looked it up on the plat map. It was like, I think it was 32 acres or something like that. I think they had it listed for 175 or 180, something like that. And I was wanting to buy it because it attached to mine. And by the time I started about calling and making, and talking to them about it, there was a bidding war going on that damn thing. There's people from freaking California that bought it. There was 2 different families that was bidding on it, and they ended up, I think he sold it for $230,000.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, a lot of people are leaving California because, shoot, man, I just saw a thing right now. Gavin Newsom has this new bill, and it's a California bill, not a United States, but guarantee you Harris is going to want this. This new California bill that's helping, you get this now, helping the illegal immigrants, the illegal aliens buy a house. Now, this is California taxpayers that are helping the illegal immigrants for with a down payment to buy a cotton-picking home. Ain't that some shit?
I guess that's the one I was hearing about. They give them like $30,000 or something for a down payment?
Stamps.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Up to $150,000. Up to $150,000. Now you have to be an illegal immigrant, and you can't make no money, and you got to be receiving welfare from California. Then you can get money for the down payment. Can you believe that, dude? And that's what the whole entire administration wants to do. They want to do that across the country. When Newsom starts this, he's going to start that over across the country so they can get their votes.
Man, the biggest bunch of crooks. Attaboy.
I pulled on that. You know how it was given the loan forgiveness on those college loans?
Rusty Zipper, you still in there?
Well, I must have thought they dropped my wife.
Man, you're right. I've been following him around. He's bleeding me. That fireball got me bled almost 20
taxes on that damn money. You got to pay taxes on it. That's what people are telling. I'm like, oh, we're going to forgive your student loans. And those people said, hers wasn't nothing. They like 20, 30 grand, something like that. I know people owe hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they got to forgive it. Now they got to pay taxes on every penny of that.
Oh, it's awful, man. I guess the whole, I've been reading up on what, hopefully Harris don't get into office, but I've been reading up what she wants to do. So when your house is worth like a lot more than what it used to be, you're going to have to pay some kind of capital gains taxes on it when you do your taxes. So if you get your house for $200,000, or even if you got your house for $98,000 10 years ago, and now it's worth like $300,000, now you got to pay taxes on that. That's part of this bill that the Harris and Waltz are doing. I mean, if they start doing that, shoot, they're gonna break the country.
That's stepping on the state's rights right there, because the state's is one that collects them taxes. Yeah, I heard that too. They were saying that whatever your house appraised, if it goes up way above what you paid for it, then you got to turn around and pay the tax, the sales tax on that too. That's a bunch of crap. You know, that's double taxation. They do it to us here. I mean, have to pay taxes on our vehicles every freaking year. You know, I paid my sales tax when I bought the damn truck. Why the hell do I got to keep making it? You know, I've had that thing since 2011. Why do I got to keep paying taxes on it every year? That just ain't right. But they're talking about doing away with the personal property tax. You see, Illinois did that, but then the property taxes went to the real, so that's what they're going to do. I mean, we're going to say, oh, we're going to do away with this. We'll get ready, because they'll get your pocket another way, and it's going to be even more.
Correct. Yeah, that's what they want to do, because that's what they're doing here in California, like they did in Illinois. They're raising the property taxes federally, like it's a federal thing. And that's what they did in Illinois. That's why all their property. My buddy lives in, my neighbor here. He lives in Illinois, and they're leaving because they're paying $10,000 a year in property taxes. And my other friend here in California, he's got a place in Vista, I think. What, Vista? They pay $18,000 a year in property taxes. $18,000 a year. Well, that's because they bought it for $550,000 or whatever, you know. But that's what they're trying to make it. Well, that's okay. If your house is worth $300,000 now, if you live in the areas that I live in, well, then you got to pay the property, instead of paying like $2,400, like was what I pay, they're going to change that to where it's going to be $5,000. Man, that's so dumb. And with Newsom, he's getting rid of the gas tax. And then you're going to have to pay a miles tax. It's going to, oh my God, and they want to do it across the United States of America, where you won't have to pay the gas tax no more, but you'll have to pay a mileage tax, like 10 cents for every mile you drive. Then when you do your taxes, you pay, your mileage gets checked by the DMV every time you register your vehicle, and then you pay taxes on that every for every mile. It's like 3 cents a mile. So if you drove 12,000 miles, or 10 cents a mile or something like that, if you drove 12,000 miles, it's like $1,200. Oh my God, if they do that, man, talk about broke. Man, we're really going to be in poverty.
Yeah, they've got some screwed up stuff out there. I own two different places down there in Arkansas. One on, my bigger one's on North Fork Lake. The other one's on Bull Shoals Lake. And they charge a timber tax on your property. And my bigger one down there, it's pretty open. I mean, it was a cedar thicket, and they went in and cut all the cedars out of it and windrowed them up, which is why the idiot did that. I don't know, man. I could have made 10, 20 grand off that easy. I wish we had done it, but I've got a bunch of trees I need removed in order to build something down there. And man, there's like 2 loads of logs down there of oak, and I've had several different loggers from the area come down there and look at it, and they said, nope, ain't nothing we want to take to the mill. Ain't enough, and the timber quality is piss poor. It's not worth nothing. It's not worth a dime. And I got to pay a timber tax on it when the sawmillers won't even buy it? Really? They sent me a letter saying I need to unlock my gate so they can appraise my property. And I told them, I sent them a message back. I wrote them a letter back, said use a drone because there's nothing on there. There's nothing there. There's nothing been built on there. I put an address on it so they got their curiosity up, because that way if we go down there, I can forward my mail down there. So, but that's a bunch of crap, man. Like, you think I want to drive 3 hours and lock my gate just so you can come in and look around and see nothing's changed?
Man, that makes no sense at all, dude. A cot bacon timber tax? Now, oh my God. What pertains to a timber tax? That's kind of like what they're doing here with boats. So if you got a jet boat or a whatever boat, and it's worth like $30,000, you got to pay a luxury tax every year. It's like $300. That must be something about timber tax. Must be you got land with kind of big trees on it or something. And if you can mill them, I guess you got to pay that tax. But you're not milling your trees. Like you said, they won't come cut them down anyway.
Yeah, there's a bunch of crazy stuff like that going on out there. I'd never heard of a timber tax before. Now, if I had them cut and sold them, then I'd have to pay, taxes on that money. But I found somebody up here this winter that he said that they'd come down there and cut it. And the way it's laid out, pretty much if you stay on the top, on the hills and the fingers of the hill, most of the timber I want to cut, that's where it's at. A truck with a cherry picker on it, man, nobody will come out there, or with a knuckle boom, whatever you want to call it. They can just back right in there and load it up. It's easy pickings, but nobody in Arkansas wants it, so, but I'm like 15 minutes from the line, so I can get it right back into Missouri. And everybody says, well, you got to have permits. No, you don't. You can cross that state line. You can go by gravel road. It takes me a little longer by gravel road, about 25 minutes of gravel, running about 15, 20 mile an hour. I can be back in Missouri and pop up on a major highway up there. They ain't gonna know where them logs came from, so piss on it. It's just gonna be a load or two. I'm talking 2 semi-loads though, probably. But I got some big old trees down there, but they didn't want them. I'm like, man, dude, this is the thing of it. I tried to give it away to get it cut, just so it'd be opened up so I could come in there, and I told them, don't worry about the mess. I'll clean it up, cut the logs out. These trees are too big for me to mess with. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Tried to give it away, and they said they wasn't worth their while.
Damn, out here they are. I mean, you get tree service all day long. They keep all that wood. They sell it for firewood out here, and we don't even get cold. I mean, we don't even get cold out here. Shoot, that's weird. You need to find a tree service that wants that stuff. Not like a lumber yard or a lumber company or anything like that. You should just find a tree service. They'll come out there and cut them all down, bring them all down, and they can have the wood, and they can sell all the wood for, just tell them, I want to keep 2 cords. You can have the rest. And they've probably got 20 cords. And they could just sell it to the community and whatnot. That's what you should do.
Yeah, that's what we was kind of considering doing, was get somebody to come in and lay it down for us where I can cut up the bigger parts of it. And I'll just rick up firewood everywhere, and I'll just put up a sign down the road and advertise down there, you come pick it up so much a cord, and make a little money off of it, a little cash money off of it. You make more money off firewood than you can off logs. Because look how much firewood you can get off a 10, 12 foot log. By the time you cut that one little section of the log off, you split it up, stack it up, it takes up more room. So you can make a lot of money off firewood. And it's right down there, around them lakes, and the people, man, they buy, down here, they take a little bundle of split oak, and I mean, you can almost wrap your hands around it. It's $5. It's enough to make a little fire that ain't gonna last 30 minutes. You're paying $5 for it. And all the grocery stores have it piled up out there. It's wrapped up in shrink wrap and all that crap. And I thought, man, that's ridiculous. Who the hell buys that stuff? But people do.
All day out here, and shoot, those little bundles are $25 out here. $25 for a wheelbarrow. I got 10 cords in my backyard. I used to haul for tree services back in the day, long time ago, when my kids were like 8 and 9 years old. I was hauling, I just bring my truck over, tree service, throw it all in the truck. And I just haul it home, get the kids to unload it. And they were unloading it, splitting it, and selling it, and making money for their toys and stuff, And when I moved outside of my town and moved down here in the desert, I wasn't selling it anymore. I just brought it home just to burn it at my house because I wasn't hauling for tree services anymore. But yeah, no, that's what you should do. And you can just sell it unsplit too. Just sell unsplit wood. Just say $100 a truckload for oak, because they're going to need it. They're going to need it in the winter, That's what I do. I get a tree service, just cut all that stuff down. Tell them you can have, lease some for me. You can have some because you're cutting it.
Oh, yeah, I know where I can borrow a little gas-powered log splitter at, so I can split it, and it ain't going to be much effort, so. But I don't know, I really don't want to mess with it. It's just far enough away. I mean, I got to get another camper. I'm looking at a smaller camper where I can run down there. That way, we'll be loading and unloading because the camper's too big. It's too expensive to move it back and forth every time, so I want to get me something small so when I get ready to go, I can just leave the wife and the dogs in the camper and hook on and take off, because I ain't leaving. I've lost 2 campers down there from leaving them. I ain't gonna leave another one, so I'm looking at new ones, and the prices are coming down. Boy, the used ones, that's why I was looking at Marketplace. The bigger campers are not selling, man. I seen one that was knocked down $10,000. I mean, it was like, holy smoke. I've been watching it for 3 months. Nobody's buying them. But the little ones are holding their value because that's what everybody's wanting now, because they're cheap to pull. You ain't got to have an $80,000 vehicle to pull them little bitty campers there, Blake.
Yep, everyone wants the little half-ton trailer ones, you know. You can pull with a half-ton truck instead of a 3/4 ton. You don't have to spend much gas. Cheaper on your truck because you don't need some big 1-ton, yeah, like you said, $90,000 truck now. I mean, big Cummins trucks are $70,000 now. You know, it's awful. So yeah. Oh no, I've been seeing that too. That's the same with jet skis too. That's dude. I've gotten so many people have been giving them to me, and now the 4-strokes, the newer 4-strokes. That's why I started driving these ones, you know, that I got for free, because the 4-strokes are always $8,000-$9,000. Now you can get them for $3,000. You know, they drop their pricing $5,000 because nobody's riding them. Nobody got any money anymore. Copying and government's keeping them all with groceries spending $300. They can't even go to the river.
Oh yeah, I mean, like during the last Christmas rain, we'll be around $250 a month on groceries. We'll be talking about it. I mean, our grocery bill's more than doubled. So yeah, we've had to tighten up on a few things. I mean, we ain't hurt, but I'm seeing everybody else finally getting the pinch. All these people been running around buying new vehicles, new houses, these $35,000 side-by-sides and crap. Man, you ain't seen them side-by-sides running up and down the road every day like you was. I mean, you might see them once a week now. They're feeling the clinch. I mean, they're tying up their belts because they ain't got no money by the time they buy all them groceries, especially they got kids. Man, I'd hate to be in that position right now. Because you got kids at home, you know, you got a whole big family $500 a month right now. And whereas before they probably spending $350 somewhere in there, you know, because we kind of splurged on groceries, and now we're like, no, we ain't splurging no more because we're paying over double, so we got to cut back on something. What it is, everybody's got to tighten up their belts a little bit because I like having my piss off money there, Blake.
Oh, I know. Shoot, man, I'm glad I don't have any babies right now, man. I mean, everybody's getting pregnant right now, getting babies and doing all that. Actually, my friends just did it, but they're well off. They got a lot more money because my friend's kid, my friend's wife's kid or whatever, they're like bankers. So they ain't really got to worry. But shoot, the diapers and all that stuff, man, it's going to be a hell of a lot of money now. Man, if you have a kid right now, God, just getting a stroller. Strollers probably, we're only like $80. You know, you get the real badass ones for $129. God, man, those strollers now are $250.
Yeah, man, everything's went up. It's ridiculous. Lord, it's a long-winded dope blow. I was looking around, long-winded. I did a lot of beating on one place down in Arkansas for the deer. And I wasn't up just going out there and dumping like 500 pounds on the ground. And Walmart used to be the cheapest place to get corn. It'd beat most of the feed stores, unless I could get from one of the local farmers around here. And they will sell bulk to you pretty cheap, but you got to have something to put it in. And usually for one deer season, I need several thousand pounds. I mean, I ain't got no way to store that much corn. And, I'm right down here in the middle of the farm field, so you got to have something steel, or the mice and the rats are going to chew into it to get the damn corn and the coons. So they have a bulk feeder sale up here in the Dexter north of me. You go up there, it's $10 on the 50. Walmart's like almost $13. So I can save, on that, but I just take a 55-gallon trash can up there, and I put 500 pounds in there and take it down. And but I bought feeders this year. I bought feeders with rechargeable batteries and solar panels on them, so I ain't gonna spend a shitload of money on batteries. Them AA batteries have went through the roof too, man. Because I used to buy them 16 and 24 packs. Shoot. Man, last year I thought they was high. This year, I don't even want to have to buy them. This deal set up with a big 6-volt battery on it, rechargeable. But you can put 4 AA's in there too. And I'm going to put the lithiums in there to back it up. There's just going to be a backup in case I get a couple cloudy days. Maybe it ain't charging. It helps give it a little boost if it needs it. The battery gets low because it ain't getting enough sunlight. But I don't think it's going to happen from what I understand the way these things work. But yeah, them AA batteries, everything's just stupid high right now. It's like, man, $20-something for a 16-pack of copper-type batteries? Really?
That's cool. How much is 665?
Oh man, I just went over there. Now, jet ski batteries, I always get them at Napa. They're real good. They're the little ones, which I kind of got out of that. I'll tell you that in a minute. But the jet ski batteries, man, back in the day, they were only like $79.99. That's how much they were. They were $79.99. And you can buy a Napa Legend. They're the little tiny jet ski battery that fit in the little jet ski slot. And they were $79.99. Well, I started learning to put the lawnmower batteries. The lawnmower batteries, the little riding lawnmower batteries. I'd fit the bottom of the jet ski battery, so I'd fit the lawnmower battery in there, so I'd save my $80. But I had one of them, let's see, I got 3 of them that have to have the battery in that one jet ski slot. It's just because that's where it goes, and there's really no spot for it. But I actually might try to make a spot for it. Well, anyway, I just bought a battery about 4 weeks ago. It was $155, man. $155 for a jet ski battery. And they were only $79 forever. Shoot, one in my Ford Escape, that was $221. Man, the batteries have flew skyrocketing off the roof, man. It's, I don't think it's going to get any better.
No, the price of batteries went way up. Six, 7 years ago, last time I bought one, actually put it on myself. It was like $12, $15 after taxes. The last one I put on there, man, that damn thing was $40, and that was before everything really started going high. So I hate to see what they cost now. It's ridiculous, but there is a guy over here in Poplar Bluff. He rebuilds these batteries, and it's cheap to have him do it. I mean, even the rechargeable batteries for like drills and power tools and stuff, he rebuilds them too. Some guy was telling me about it. I have to check them out because some of the stuff that I get, it lasts so long, they don't make the batteries run no more with the chargers, and this guy's got it all. I mean, he got it all. I'm like, I got to check this guy out because he was saying how much money he saved. He had one of those, what the hell is it? I think it was a Toyota Prius. And it took a special battery, and it kept going out, and they was buying the new ones, and it was ridiculous. This dude rebuilds them, and it was like, man, he said $100-something. If I go buy this thing, it's like $400 or $500. No, he can rebuild it, for a fifth of the price. I don't blame him a bit, but I think he finally got rid of that car. I don't know. It may still be sitting there. Who knows with him?
Oh, I know. Well, and they don't even make them like they used to. Shoot, I wish there was somebody around here that rebuilds them damn batteries. This jet ski battery I got right here is not working right. And I went to the Napa guy and I told him about it. I said, I've never had a Napa Legend jet ski battery just die like that. Usually they last for any time you press the button, any time you use it. You don't really got to charge them that much. They're really good batteries. They've always been really, really good. Well, I bought the one for $155. Man, kind of big, and didn't even last a month. The battery died. And we went to the lake last Saturday or Sunday to my new friend out there, and the battery was fine for a little while, but then it just stopped working. So I got to run to the Napa today. I'm going to bring it back over there and say, hey, nope, it don't work. Crappy battery. It's just the way they're building them now. Now they're building the battery shitty.
I'll tell you what, here, 1025, you smoke it out here.
The quality's just not there no more on them damn batteries. I haven't bought no new battery power tools on 4 or 5 years. I still got some of the older good stuff. Man, I've got an old Black & Decker electric weed eater. I need to see if my brother still got the batteries for it, because I'm going to see if I can get that rebuilt. That damn thing was as strong as a damn gas-powered weed eater. Like the weed eater brand, it smoked good. And it was battery operated. And quit using it because the batteries went dead and we couldn't get batteries for it. Well, I did have to find a charger for it at one point. Found one on eBay, some guys still had some new old stock on that. But, man, I tell you, they're making this shit cheaper and cheaper. Everything's throwaway. Everything's throwaway. Just like my big generator. I got 12,000 hours in that cotton picker. And they said, yeah, on average life, you get 1,000, 1,200 hours out of these. I got 12,000 out of mine. I thought the carburetor was messed up on it. And I got to check it. I changed the fuel filter. Man, I ran seafoam through it. It runs, dives, runs down. I pulled the fuel line off of it. The petcock valve was bad on it, but I bought a whole new carburetor for it, and that came with it, so I'm going to replace the whole damn thing on it, because, man, it's a 6,500 watt Generac, man. It'll run my house. I can't run my CD equipment off of it, but I can run everything in the house off of it, no problem. I mean, I ran that fifth-wheel camper with it. Run AC, microwaves, everything all at the same time. Never even pulled it down. It's a good generator. That same generator, I paid $800 for about 3-4 years ago. It's like $1,200-$1,300 now. So that's how much they went up. And I don't even know if that's an accurate price because they didn't have none in stock. That's just what the sticker on the shelf said over at Lowe's there, but.
Yeah, I keep a lot of generators over here too, just because of that. Because that damn electric grid, and we all got to be with electric cars and this and that. Man, they're gonna give us blackouts. That's what they're gonna start doing over here. They've already been talking about it because they don't have enough grid to run everybody and everything. And then solar, one of the solar companies out here in Southern Cal went broke. They had like a strike or something out there. They're going bankrupt because they don't know what they're doing. They want everybody to lease the kind of making solar company or the solar panels. Nobody wants to lease them. You want to buy them, but they got them so expensive that you're spending like $40,000-$50,000 on a solar array on your house when you're still on the grid anyway. You still need it at night, and they're still doing the batteries, but. Now that Tesla's doing those stupid batteries at your house, man, they don't last that long. They're not that great. So, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. But I keep all the generators. Any generator I get, like one I got for $100, it's like a 3500. I got that one. I still got my big generator from my Mobile. I'm keeping that thing, too. Because we might need them. Because they might be doing this rolling blackouts and stuff because... If they get this, if Harris gets in office, shoot, she's gonna do all that. She's gonna make everybody rely on the government.
Yeah, that's the sad part right there. But it is what it is. I mean, I know Hawkeye. He bought a solar system from some company out of California, and. He ain't got the solar panels for it, but he was testing it out. He ran 3 window units, I think his radio equipment on it almost all day, and he didn't kill it. It still had charge. So that was nothing charging it. He didn't have a solar going on at the same time. But man, he can run his whole house off that carburetor. I mean, he can run all his refrigerators, his deep freezers, his lights, all the things that you normally run, anything high wattage. He was sitting there checking it out. It tells you the readout. When he turned his little lamp on that he runs on sideband, 200 watt draw, constant. I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. At least, it tells you a lot of stuff on that panel in there. But yeah, $6,800 to run pretty much everything in your house besides your radio equipment. Like I said, I'm going to get a decent generator just for that. I mean, with a couple $100 on it. But the only sucky part is, you got to put it, the big ones, they want to sell you this trailer separate now, and that's the part that pisses me off. It's military surplus is what it is, but the trailers are $1,200, but you can go buy a 20 or 25 kW on the trailer for about the same money.
You can run a lot with a 25 kW. Man, you can run 2 houses on a 25 kW. This house here, when I got the solar thing for this place, they said it was like 12 kW, running all on the grid. But I met this other guy that works for a solar company, and it's really not no $40,000 or this and that. You can buy a whole system. I think a whole entire solar system, like 16 kW or something like that, and get it all put in, or try to put it in yourself. It's only like I think it's like $9,800. So for $10,000 you can get one running along the grid without a battery system. That just on the grid where it runs in the day. But I was trying to do that. I was trying to get a permit for it and all that, but the county won't let me get a permit because I guess you got to have a company do it, and that's California for you. Your buddy Hawkeye, he probably got to do it all himself, so he really didn't have to spend a lot of money. All he had to do was buy his solar panels and put them in.
We don't have no building codes unless you're in some of the bigger towns down here. You don't, that's where you got to buy permits at. But you stay out of the cities and the towns, there's no building codes. You can do everything yourself. The only sucky part of where I'm at right now is the electric company I got. Back when I upgraded my electric, I had to have a licensed electrician come in to put in a breaker box. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I said, no. They said, you got to have it. I wanted it trenched in. Well, I had to pay them to trench it in. I couldn't even trench it in myself. That was a sucky part. I mean, I couldn't even trench make the trench for the wire to lay in. Had to pay the electric. $2,200. That's been several years back. Just to upgrade to a 200 amp service. I moved in this house at a 100 amp service. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize the breaker box was that small. I knew I was going to have to upgrade a few things in it, but it was really worth it. I mean, you need 200 amp service. Everybody needs a 200 amp service, but I need a second one, and I've got a spot right out here in my yard, and I'm going to put up a couple places. That's where I'm going to put my camper. I'm going to put up 2 spots. I'll call them and tell them, my relatives are leasing this part of my yard to put their campers on, and they want an electrical service put in here, and they're going to pay me for the bill, so I need a 200 amp service put in here to run 2 campers. And they got to give it to me. So I can get it, and I'll just trench that damn thing right on in here to whatever I want to run there.
Did she ask you for alimony?
Well, that's real good. No, that's the way to do it then. Yeah, no, they don't let you do anything out here. I mean, they don't even let you have a shed. You're going to have a 10 by 10 shed. You can put that up, but if not, I mean, out where I live is like in the middle of nowhere. It's not really in the city. But as for solar, you got to have all that stuff set up because you won't be able to get it wired to the grid. You know, when you go wire to the grid for the electric company, for the electric. Unless you just go off-grid completely. You know, if you go off-grid completely with batteries and solar panels, and you could run your whole house off of it, and then just unhook the whole electric part. But if you want to hook to the electric grid and have a cheaper price and all that, you got to have some company, like you said, you got to have some stupid company wire it and all that. Even though you could do it yourself, because we know a lot about electricity. Shoot, what we do, we gotta know. But oh no, not California. No, they make you. California wants their, and I think the permit, even the permit itself, is $800. That's just a permit with a solar array with how you're gonna have it set up. So I've been working on that, trying to get that project going here, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to because I want to put it in myself, and I want to have some company over here where I got to spend a bunch of money to do it.
Yeah, that's the bad part about it right there. When you gotta, they make you pay somebody to come do it, but they don't do that to us here. And actually, there's down there where I got that place by Norfolk, like where I want to build at, there's another company down there. And I talked to them. They're like 20 minutes away from me. And they're pretty close to the prices of where Hawkeye bought his out of Cali. And basically, I think they're selling a lot of the same stuff. But it's to now, used to, if a panel went bad, you had to replace the whole panel. Now they've got them where you can break it down. You can take and replace each individual part in there. And those damn batteries, on average, you can have at least up to a 10-year lifespan to where it drops down to 80%. So those batteries, they're making them better and better. I've been watching, the solar units, and the batteries wasn't that good when I first started looking at them. Now they come a long ways. I mean, they're guaranteeing them, you're going to get 10 years on them before they drop down to 80% charge. They'll only charge up to 80%. So that's what I'm figuring is, when I build down there, I'm going to put solar in to run everything in the freaking house. But I am going to be on grid for my radio equipment, but I'm going to have it to where I can throw a damn switch and I can run a generator off of it, and I can charge my solar system if need to be. Because diesel keeps for good 2 years in a tank, whereas gas down here with all the humidity we get, it gets watery and it ain't no good. I mean, I don't care what you put Sta-Bil in there or Seafoam or whatever. If you get a little over a year of storage on gas, you're doing pretty good. And gas is too damn high anyways. But diesel is really expensive, but here's the thing of it. I ain't got to buy that on-road diesel. I can buy that red dyed diesel like they're using for, like the farmers use, because this is for off-road use. And it's a whole hell of a lot cheaper.
Yeah, they don't do that out here. Man, they just charge about 10 cents cheaper for the red diesel. They know they're making tons of money. Yeah, it's supposed to be like $2 cheaper because it's the entire gas tax, federal gas tax, or any of the gas tax for the red diesel. It's supposed to be way cheaper. That's what I used to run in my generator when I ran my Mobile, was red diesel. But the place I bought the red diesel for the farmer area, man, it's only 10 cents difference. Like, I think 25 cents a gallon you save. That's because they know that that when you put it in your tank to fill your welders and whatnot, they know you're going to put it in your truck, or they just know they're getting the money for it. There ain't very many places to sell red diesel. I haven't seen it out here in this farm area either. Like where I live where farm is, in Brawley and whatnot, and El Centro and all that area. I don't even know where you can get red diesel out here, but I'm sure you can.
Might not be able to out here in Clear, California. Well, I guess somebody getting all up in your Kool-Aid and I can't understand the word they're saying. They sell it a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. Sometimes it's up to half as cheap. It's only half the cost as the number 2 diesel. But if they catch you, they will check you. If they come out and check your trucks, if they're licensed for the highway, they'll pull some fuel out of there. And if it's got that red dye in it, then that's where they get their money. Because a lot of people get caught up there. It used to be like a $10,000 fine. That's been years and years ago when I was doing construction. I have to fuel up, I hose up diesel tank in the back to fill up our floor. Top of that rock, track hose, dozers, all that stuff. I wasn't going to make it to a station, so I shot some of that with me. That's 2 gallons of dye in there. We'll keep that shit dye. The dye will stay in it where they can be tested. That was a funny thing about it, but I wasn't sweating it. I wasn't going to run out of diesel. You know how diesel is. You run out of fuel, it's a kind of a bird dog to get the damn thing started again. Watch this right now, and he just shoot a few gallons of could have pulled it right then and there, but they didn't.
Yeah, either that or running on kind of picking oil, oil. But that stuff don't really work very good either. I was at the Texas break, and Buc-ee's had that oil gas, the oil fuel. It wasn't actual red. It wasn't diesel 2. It was corn oil kind, so they can do it a little cheaper or something like that. But then my gas mileage went down on that. So, but I ran it. I mean, it was cheaper, but it wasn't cheaper in the long run. I got big, and that stuff was it was only like 25 cents a gallon cheaper. But shoot, man, from getting 19 miles a gallon in that Duramax, I was only getting 14. So I lost 4 miles a gallon to every mile or whatever. So I just went back to diesel 2, no doubt. Well, I'm kind of losing you there, Wild Child. Shoot, we've been on the radio for an hour and 25 minutes, and ain't nobody else been able to talk on the radio. So, oh man, we're probably gonna have to get on out of here because our conditions done fell out, and these guys been pissed off. Man, for the last hour, you've been having a bunch of background singer going. So, but I'm glad though, because you got rid of the one guy. He was over there trying to say my address for like every time I got off the key. So I'm kind of glad you came out here and took him out my radio there, Wild Child. There, break.
Hey, Fireball 716, the Buckeye trying to get your radio break. I hear
much to do, but it's getting real bad. There's somebody with a god-awful off-frequency radio, and I went up and down trying to figure it out, but now he's on this frequency. He may have been outside, man. I didn't check that. But, man, he was getting all up in your Kool-Aid, and it's getting rough and tough out there. But I'm going to back up where I decide I ain't trying to be a channel hog. It's just good to have a conversation out there. That's the whole thing of having this game.
10 Roger on that there, yeah. Well, I know what you mean there, Wild Child. Shoot, that's why I like talking on the conversation. I did hear you there, 716 out there and up there around Ohio. I'm losing conditions on my friend Wild Child on that end, and I'm going to wave to you, no doubt. All right, Wild Child, we'll catch you come later, man. Yeah, they'll probably come back later. Hey, Wild Child. Shoot, they'll probably come back later. Well, now you know your beam works. Hey, Wild Child. Now you know that big and beam works, because ain't nobody got in between you for an hour and 27 minutes. Take care, Wild Child. And hello to you there, 716. I'm going to say hello to you. You jumped in there, break.
Fireball 7.
Yeah, I always heard that Wild back there. Man, round
Child, he's condition 711, wave, and I'm gone.
Right back there, 716. Boy, that got real rough too, man. But I'm waving at you there, 716, and I think that was 711 out there. He was waving a hand too. I'm going to say hello to him also. All right, I'm going to run up out the middle of the road, man. I got a few things I got to do outside and move my hoses, but I'll be back later on. Hey, 716 out there around Ohio, and 711 or 714, I think 711 out there in Illinois. Fireball's waving at you also. I'm back off the key.
Well, Frank.
They want that Fireball rate, but when you get out look at
Fireball 711, Illinois is back out.
Then what do you got? How many